Well, congratulations, new Premier Designs jewelry lady. You have made a very wise decision to be part of this awesome company. I want you to focus, number one, on your training show. That's the first step. And we want to make it the biggest and best for you because you get all the benefit. Your sponsoring jeweler is going to help you all through it. But you get the profit from this show. And of course, you want to try to get your investment back quickly. So you want to make it the biggest show that you can ever possibly have because it's all for you. You get that profit, even though your sponsoring jeweler is doing all the work for you. The bookings are yours. And let's face it, your friends and family are going to help you because they're going to want to help you get to a great start on your new business. But we just have to ask them, hey, would you help me out? Would you have a few friends together so that I could showcase my new jewelry? And most people are not going to say, no, I don't want to help you. Because even if that's the only show they ever do, they're going to want to help you. But we have to ask them. And guess what? All that jewelry, because you're the hostess, again, you want to make it the biggest show you can have because you're going to want to add more jewelry to your table. If you have come in with the boutique, we're going to pick out pieces that are going to complement what's in that boutique. And if you were not able to get the boutique, then we're going to add jewelry to your table so that you've got a fabulous new start because you are a new jewelry lady.
The first thing we want to do is we want to have a huge show with lots of people attending. So get out a piece of paper and I want you to start making a list. All the ladies you know. Let's go for at least 30 on this list. The more the better. But the first group of people you want to start writing down is, of course, your family. Any of your family to help you out. Those are usually the closest people to us and will help us the most. Your friends. We all think of those things, but now let's start thinking out of the box just a little bit. What about coworkers or ladies you might know from church or any other clubs you're involved in? How about your neighbors? Sometimes we don't even know them. What a great opportunity to get to know them. You can even go back to past friendships you might have had through school or through a different job. Those ladies haven't seen you in a while. They might want to get together with you. What about friends that you know through your children? Different sports teams and activities that they're in, even their teacher at school. Sometimes she's very lonely. She knows a lot of people, but she's not getting invited to a lot of things. Maybe your husband's co-workers, or how about your hairstylist and your nail tech? You can even invite the ladies that you do business with, like the ladies that are always taking care of you at the bank or in your favorite stores. Some of those clerks, they definitely have to look great at their job. Now, last, I want you to take out your phone and I want you to go through your contacts. If they're female, they live within 30 miles of you and you like them. Or at least you can have them at your house for a few hours.
You know them.
We want you to invite them. Even go through your Facebook contacts. Sometimes we'll have forgotten about some people we know there. But I want to warn you about this. Sometimes Facebook is a little too easy. Just going through and inviting 30 people in a Facebook event, that's not what we're talking about here because we need to keep it personal.
I agree. And, you know, we have to remember, even as Joan Horner always told us, keep it personal. Facebook is not going to be very personal. But, you know, you could send a direct message on Facebook, and that's going to be better. But I want to encourage you to make a phone call. And I know a lot of people hesitate to even answer a phone call anymore. But keep it personal and make that phone call and let them know how much it means to you to invite them. That how much it would mean to you to have them attend your presentation. And ask them, who do they know? Who do they know that they could bring with them? Because because a lot of times people don't want to come by themselves. So encourage them to bring a friend or two with them. The more people that you can get there to see the jewelry, because let's face it, women like to ooh and ah. We want to touch and feel because that's just what we do. And it's much better than trying to look at a catalog. And if they can't come, that's just not a good night for them. You always want to encourage them to give you an outside order because, hey, even if they don't wear jewelry, like me years ago, you buy gifts, you've got something, there's something for everybody in that catalog. And then they can have a show for you. They could invite a few friends later on that they could help you out by being one of your first bookings.
So let's just kind of role play that for just a minute. Say I've just run into Marilyn at church, and I say, Marilyn, I'm just so excited. This Friday, I am launching my Premier Jewelry business, and I would really like for you to come. Can you make it?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'd have to check my calendar. I'm not sure what I've got going.
Okay, well, you know, if you can't, I have some catalogs. I'd love for you to take a look at that catalog. And how about if you check your calendar and see if you can come
Okay.
and let me know.
I can do that.
And if you can't, I'll run a catalog by on Wednesday when we're back at church.
Is what you're wearing part of it?
It is. I just got my jewelry in.
Well,
Isn't
you're
that
blingy.
exciting?
I love it. You're blingy.
Oh, you're going to love it. You really should come over. We're going to have a blast because you get to try on lots of jewelry.
Okay, I will definitely check into that. It sounds like a fun evening.
Doesn't that sound fun? Now, maybe she knows right away that she can't make it. She has something already going on. I am going to stay armed with my catalogs and an advanced order form and tax chart in my purse all the time from now till my training show. So she might say, if I asked her, can you come Friday night? And you can't.
Okay.
And then I would say, oh, I'm so sorry you can't make it, but could you still help me out by looking at the catalog and see if there's something that you would like to order? I have a goal. This is very important. I have a goal of having at least $100 in outside sales before my show. It'll help me win more jewelry for my table. So would you mind to look at the catalog?
Sure.
And then I would send her with a catalog in an advanced order form and say, could you bring that back to me Wednesday when we're back at church so that I could pass it to someone else? And that way I make sure I have a follow-up set to get that advanced order. Because we're busy, we'll forget. She's not going to dodge me. She's just going to get busy and forget. So don't let that cross your mind, oh, they don't want to order. Yeah, we just need to keep the ball in our court, and we need to be the business person and make sure we follow up with them. She's our friend. This is going to help you in your business too. Or maybe I know Marilyn really, really likes to have people over, so I might say, oh, I'm sorry, you can't come on Friday, Marilyn, but would you be willing to get a couple of girls over together at your house, and I'll bring my jewelry over, and we can let them play in the jewelry at your house.
Well, what I like what Sarah just said is you're asking for their help. And that's all that, it's okay if they say yes or no. But if you don't ask, you're just going to get stuck. You have to just keep asking, and I want you to expect a lot of no's. And don't take it personally, because they're not saying no to you personally, they're saying no to what you are offering. The timing may not be right. They may be like me, they don't wear jewelry, they think they're wasting your time. Been there. But you just have to keep asking, and you will get a lot of yeses. But just keep going. But you've got to ask for their help.
And I didn't know how to schedule people when I first started with Premier. So I might have stopped right there. If Marilyn said, yeah, I could do that. Okay, I'll get back with you. And that would be the end of it. Or, will you check your calendar and you let me know when it'll work?
Because we don't want to be pushy, Oh,
But
no.
That's so open-ended. I've just asked her to do something huge for her to check her calendar and get back with me. She's not the jewelry lady I am now. So I want to make sure that I make it easy for her. And so I would say, that would be great. I have an opening next week on Friday, or would a weeknight be better for you?
So you keep asking questions.
Right.
And let them give you permission. So you're going to find out when to call them, what day of the week, what time of day. So when you make that call, it's not a cold call. You've already had permission to call them. That makes it easier.
And nowadays, we definitely have to ask people, is it okay to give you a call? And some people might say, and I get this a lot now, honestly, that they'll say, you know what, it's so hard for me to take a call. Could you text me? That's okay. If they're saying that's the best contact for them, that is keeping it personal. And you can do that.
In this day and age, I think you have to. You
Yes.
have to ask which is the best way to contact you. Because otherwise we're making a lot of calls and we're getting nowhere, and it's frustrating.
And sometimes a text is easier if they work during the day. They can answer that where they couldn't answer the phone. So it allows you to continue to work your business and keep it personal and just change with the times. So I'm going to keep working in questions. I like giving two options. Marilyn, I have an opening next Friday, or would a weeknight be better for you? And she can answer one or the other. I'm not asking for a big decision. So
But
what
you
would
haven't
say?
you haven't asked for a yes or no answer.
I have not.
No.
You don't do
No.
that. Give them options, yes. And this could be out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely. Does this make you a little anxious? Well, it's normal, but you will get better at this the more you do it, and confidence comes with doing this. So I just want to encourage you to just keep working with us, and we're here only a phone call away to help you, and you can do this, and we believe in you.
You're going to have a great training show.
Absolutely.